guests. Who does not like coffee? Okay. To those who don't like coffee, I say, go find yourself a good cup of coffee and your mind will change. Speaking of change, today I am demonstrating something that will potentially change your life, because I will demonstrate that at your own home, at a fraction of cost, you can make coffee that is better than that served in fancy restaurants such as Starbucks. All it takes is a coffee machine, the right milk, ground coffee, some utensils, years of practice, human test subjects, but I digress. So let's start the process. The first thing to do is to turn the coffee machine on, and the second thing to do is to drop a little bit of water. Why? To clean the insides of the coffee. But this water is magical. You'll see how. In the name of efficiency, I'll try to do two things simultaneously. Not well advised, but in the interest of project time. So, while the cup is being heated by the hot water, I'll take this ground coffee and put it in this thing called the coffee holder. Since I intend to make 2 cups, I am putting in a double shot. After putting in the ground coffee, I press it just so. Now is the time to take these cups out and place them somewhere warm, which is the top of the machine. But you'll see that, and in typical fashion, I've completely forgotten to put in water. And I'm wondering why this thing is not working. But never mind.
Years of practice.
Years of practice at home. So finally, we are in a position to make coffee. With the water in, I draw some of it into the cup, and I've already shown how to put in the ground coffee. In the meantime, we'll pour the milk. Now, the milk, while being frothed, expands by 33% to 50% of its original volume. So if you intend to make 2 cups of coffee, you start with 1 cup of milk, like this. And I haven't spilled it. Wow. Oh yes, I did. Okay. Having done this, now I call this water magical for a reason, because right now it's being used to warm the cups, but subsequently I'll pour these and put this on top to warm this surface. Why am I so obsessed with heat? Because unlike tea, water is not boiled while making coffee. And to many people, a piping hot drink is the only thing they'll accept. So it's our effort to keep the coffee as hot as possible. Another tip, the right time to add sugar to coffee is before you made it. Because after the coffee is done, adding sugar just spoils it. So, I take this thing, plug it into this head called the group head, put the 2 cups underneath, press this button, and you'll see that the coffee will come pouring out in a golden, evocative, aromatic stream. And while the coffee is pouring, this surface is also being heated. What role will it perform, you'll soon see. So now, we are ready with the milk as soon as the coffee is cold. most coffee machines are automatic and they automatically stop when they've poured a shot. And this is a coffee shot. You don't get any fancy ideas. So we place the cups right on top, touching this hot mug because this is to preserve heat. We withdraw the other cup also and take this away. Keep it here. And now begins the fun part. The milk frothing. Milk frothing is an art. And it takes years of practice to learn. And I've taken those years. Whether I'm artistic or not, that you're soon to see. But there are a couple of tips. First of all, most locally available milks are not good for frothing. And I've personally tested this. They don't froth well at all. So the closer a milk is to its natural structure, the better it will froth. And why? Because you require microfoam and not visible bubbles, as you see commonly in homes. So this indicates, the slide indicates that the steam wand is ready. But first, you have to withdraw the water from the system. Otherwise, it will just add water to your coffee. Once the water stops and the steam comes out, you place this with the wand slightly underneath the surface and turn on the steam. Now, right now, steam and air is being added to the coffee. But soon enough, it should only be steam, because if you add too much air, it will just become too bubbly and it will just not be appropriate for the cappuccino that we intend to make. And the milk is partially steamed. So, the scientific way to tell whether the milk is ready or not is when it becomes too hot to the touch. That means that the milk is frothed. And second indication is that it would have expanded to almost twice its original volume. Now, you just give this a few taps to remove the bubbles. And then, if I had a proper frothing jug, it would have had a lid here. But since I don't, I use this. And now comes the funnest part. The funnest part is pouring the coffee. You hold the cup at a 45-degree angle. You start pouring from a height, create sort of a canvas. And then, with the thicker milk, you can form patterns. Predictably enough, looks nothing like what I do at home. But nevertheless, it's better than nothing. So, milk is poured into the second cup. And who better is this cup than my evaluator? And second, to Toastmasters Hamid, the senior most Toastmaster. So fellows, this magic mug of hot water can now be used, but I won't use it here. It will create a mess. It will now be used to wash all these utensils. So you can see. So fellows, this is how you can create a great cup of coffee at home without going to any of the fancy coffee outlets. Toastmasters.
Getting rid of 2 million.
Then at least you've got 2 votes.